My name is Ted Hill. I'm the head of Chadwick School. This is my 18th year as the head of Chadwick and my 23rd year as a school head. I graduated from Phillips Exeter Academy in Exeter, New Hampshire, which is a large New England boarding school, and attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. So I started out and I really had no idea what I wanted to do as a career. I'd been told that I would probably be a good lawyer. So I became an English major basically because I loved literature. And then I sort of accidentally also became a French major. Along the way, I was offered a teaching position at a Massachusetts boarding school. So I deferred my law school admission. The law school was willing to defer it a year. I went and taught and coached, and that's how I ended up in teaching and coaching. It wasn't a profession that I set out and studied to do. It was something that I tried and loved. Some people go to college. I actually talked to a CI student the other day who's already decided what it is he wants to do, and he's quite clear on it, and he's choosing his college for that reason, which is great. It's a profession that his father does as well, so he's actually very familiar with the profession. So I think some students will go to college with a clear idea of what it is they want to do, and that's great. But a lot of students will go to college without a clear idea, and that's fine too, because then they, I hope, will take a range of courses and will also take advantage of all the opportunities and activities outside of class that come along in college. And along the way, either accidentally or intentionally, they will discover their true passion or passions. I think either way can work, provided the student is open to the opportunities and takes the initiative. I was also a senior advisor, so I had 8 senior advisees. I asked one of my advisees where she was thinking she wanted to go to college, and she told me, "I will be happy wherever I go." And my thinking has always been, with that attitude, you will be happy wherever you go, if that's the attitude you go with. If you take the attitude that if I must get into a certain college, and if I don't, either I'm a failure or my college experience is going to be miserable, the good news is you're quite wrong. 99% of Chadwick, and I'm sure Chadwick International graduates, are going to be delighted with wherever they go to college, whether or not it was the college that they thought was their first choice. We have a little saying in admissions that everyone, by Thanksgiving, which in the United States is the end of November, everyone is at their first choice college. It's an opportunity to reinvent yourself. So you get used to, in a school setting, you get used to being a certain person or a certain kind of person. And sometimes it's very hard to change if you've been going to the same school for a while. You are such and such a person. But when you go to college, no one knows you. You can be whoever you want to be. And by that I mean be your best self. So you think about habits that you formed or the ways that you've interacted with people in high school, rethink it. And think, when you go to college, I'm now going to be my very best self, and people will accept me that way. Go into all of these opportunities. Find out about people. Open yourself up to people. Expect the best of people that you work with or that you interact with. It will enrich your life. It will open them up to you. You will form meaningful relationships. And the other piece of advice I'd have is, there's a saying in the United States that if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. And the idea is simply find something that you really, really enjoy, and it will lead you places. You will be very, very successful because you're passionate, and you will be fulfilled. I guess my last piece of advice, both in college and thereafter, is take the initiative and take responsible chances. Just because you're not good at something doesn't mean you couldn't be good at it or that you're not going to learn from the experience. If you only do the things you're really good at, you are really narrowing your range of motion. You've got to try things that you aren't good at or that you have no experience in, and you may stumble onto something that you're passionate about or that you're really good at. I hope that's what people have done at CI, where we try to encourage people to try new things, but that should be an attitude for life. The people who do improv always say yes. And that's really what it's all about. Say yes. If whatever people are doing, say yes. I'm not talking about irresponsible, bad things, but if you take that attitude into college and into life, you're going to have amazing experiences, and you are going to contribute to the world around you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.